Okay, so coming onto your mat with your knees bent, gently draw the chin in towards the chest and take some time to arrive. Take some time to settle into the back of the body. And allow everything to settle. And leaving those daily activities to one side. Maybe seeing if you can leave them outside the four corners of the mat. So that this is a time to be with yourself and for yourself. Sense of restoring and replenishing. Know where to get to. Just letting go of any striving. Just having that intention of noticing how you feel, how the body responds today during this practice. And the invitation is to bring the right hand onto the belly and the left hand onto the heart. As you bring the attention to the breath, to become conscious of the breath. And just notice where you feel the breath in the body. Feel that connection to the breath. The eyes lightly closed, so there's that sense of going within. Just noticing how the body responds to the breath. Notice any gripping in the muscles. Allow the mind to soften, which allows the muscles to soften. Begin to invite the breath down into the belly. And begin to allow the belly to gently rise and fall with the breath. So there's a sense of pausing. A sense of taking time out from our busy lives. Sense of giving back. And we'll start with a breathing ratio 2-2. where we take the inhale into the belly and then take that in-breath up into the chest. And then breathe out from the chest and breathe out from the belly. And the pauses between the breaths. So we inhale into the belly and pause. Inhale into the chest and pause. Exhale from the chest and pause. Exhale from the belly and pause. So we inhale 1, pause. Inhale 2, pause. Exhale 1, pause. Exhale 2. 2 parts to the in-breath, 2 parts to the out-breath. And you might choose to include the Ujjayi control here at the throat. Tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. The breath comes in through the nostrils into the throat. A gentle sound of the sea. Slowing the breath down, everything beginning to slow down and settle. As the breath settles, the heart too begins to settle. The expansion of the belly, the expansion of the ribs, the releasing of the ribs, the releasing of the belly. The pauses in between. Let's take one more breath together in this way. And when you've completed that breath, return the arms back down beside the body with the palms facing uppermost. Pause here. Keep the connection to the breath. And then working with that same 2-2 ratio, we'll include the movement of the arms. So as we inhale into the belly for 1, we raise the arms up in front of the chest, palms facing, pause. Inhale into the upper chest as we take the arms out to shoulder level, pause. Exhale as we return the arms, breathing out from the upper chest, pause. And then exhale completely from the belly as the arms return down beside you. So stay with the breath. Notice how the body responds to the breath with the movement of the arms. Think about the pause. Continue with the Ujjayi control at the throat. You can include a pelvic tilt here. The body tends to naturally move in this way. When we lengthen the out breath in this way, out from the belly, we can just gently draw the navel in towards the spine. Draw up through the pelvic floor at the end of the exhale. Work into the fingers. Inhale, tailbone down. Let's take one more round together in this way. And when you've completed, return back to your natural breath. And return the breath back to the belly. A little bit of core work. Place the hands on the thighs with the fingers pointing up towards the knees. Back of the neck long, so the chin's drawn in. Separate the lips to release the jaw. On an inhalation, slide the hands up. Pause and exhale to slide them back down. Inhale. Pause and exhale. And pause. Final time, inhale. Pause and exhale. And pause. Release the hands down beside you. Gently roll the head from side to side, nice and slowly. And then when you return the head back into the center, walk the feet about a foot's distance towards the front of your mat, so the feet are firmly planted down still. Interlace the hands behind the back of the head so the elbows drop out to the side. Lift and open the chest. This time when we inhale, we're raising the head and the chest, and the navel comes towards the spine. Pause and exhale to return, and pause. Twice more in this way. Inhale. Pause and exhale and pause. Final time, inhale, draw up through the pelvic floor, pause and exhale and pause. Release the arms, step the feet back, semi-supine, and again gently roll the head, keeping the chin drawn in towards the chest, and then center the head. Draw the right knee in towards you, bring the left knee in to meet it, give the knees a hug. Take some slightly longer out breaths to release the lower back. Drawing the thighs towards the body. Notice how it feels. And then a little bit of work into the hips. So place the hands on the knees. That circular movement where we separate the knees to begin to open up the hips. So the hands very lightly on the knees. Into work into the shoulders. And then the other way. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when you come back, again, just draw the knees in towards you. Drop the left foot down. And place the right ankle on the left thigh. Flex the right foot to protect the knee and gently encourage the knee away from you. So extend through that right arm, beginning to open up the right hip. For some of us this will be enough, especially if you're protecting your knee or your hip. But if you're taking it further, plant the hands down. Lift the left foot, bring the left knee towards you. And just encourage that right knee away from you as you breathe. Breathe into the right buttock. With each out breath, encourage the right knee away. and the left knee in. Let's take one more breath here. And then plant the left foot down. Plant the right foot down. Take the arms a little wider than the body. And just simply windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. And then center. Draw the left knee in towards you. Flex the foot. Place the left ankle on the right thigh. Right hand down onto the ground. Left hand gently encourages that left knee away from you. Opening up the left hip. Extending through the left arm. And if you're taking it further, if the knee and the hip allow, plant both hands down. Bring the right foot up so the right knee comes towards you, encouraging the left knee away. Soften through the upper body, so the struggles with the breath, not with the body. Let's take one more breath together in this way. And then when you drop the right foot down, give the left knee a hug. Plant both feet down. And again, windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. Easing out the lower back. And then center. Take the feet nice and wide, so as wide as the sides of your mat. Take the arms out to shoulder level. Palms can be up or down. Inhale into the belly. Exhale. Take the knees to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Keep the head centered here. The other side. Feel the length. Feel the opening up through the belly. Feel the lifting of the hip. Inside of the knees, outside of the knees. Just encouraging the top knee down towards the ground with each out breath. And when you next take the knees to the right side, and if you're happy to take it further, bring the right foot out on top of the outside of the left knee. If not, just maintain that movement from side to side. Draw the inside of the left knee down so the left hip comes up, the left lung is open. The muscles, the intercostal muscles in between the ribs begin to create a little bit of space there. Let's take one more breath together. And then release the left leg. Plant the right foot down and take the knees, take that right knee over to the left side and the left foot comes to the outside of the right knee and the weight of the foot just gently encouraging the inside of the right knee down. The right hip emerges up, right lung expands, right side of the body. Between the ribs, breathing out, lengthening and opening and releasing as you breathe out. Let's take one more breath together in this way. And then when you come out of it, have both feet together on the mat and return to standard Chaturabhavriti, this spinal twist as we take the knees from side to side. And the head moves in the opposite direction to the knees. Long out breath. Encouraging the knees down towards the ground. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you center, return the arms back down beside the body and take some resting breaths. And then as we prepare for our bridge, again we'll work with the 2 parts to the in-breath and the 2 parts to the out-breath. So standard bridge, 3 times in this way. Inhale, raise the belly up. Pause, inhale deeper, raise the chest. Pause. And then exhale, begin to lower the upper body. Pause. Exhale. Further as the lower body comes down. All the way through the tailbone and sacrum, and pause the breath out. Inhale, come up halfway, breath in the belly, pause. Inhale deeper, come up into the lift, pause. Exhale, upper body, pause. Exhale, all the way down and pause. One more time in this way. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. And then we'll repeat that, but this time include the arms, just as we did at the beginning of the session. So we inhale into the belly, we raise the arms up. As we take the breath into the upper chest, the arms come out to shoulder level. Keep the lift. As you exhale, return the arms so the palms face each other. And then as you lower the arms, long out breath out through the belly. Lower back returns. Inhale. Pause. Inhale, open, expand the upper chest. Exhale, maintain the lift, pause, palms facing. Exhale fully as the arms return down beside you. Release through the tailbone, pause the breath out. So continue in your own way, in your own time. Keep giving to the feet. Take that long out breath as you return the spine down. Use the ground to come up. Use the ground to maintain that lift. Chest comes up towards the chin. Reach into the fingers. Long out breath. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you return the spine down, bring the knees in towards the chest, into Apanasana, and circle the ankles, and spread the toes, both directions. And drop the feet. And take some resting breaths. Return the breath into the belly. either roll up or roll onto your side. And come up to sit. Have your blanket if you need it or your block behind you. Nice upright spine. And first of all, we're going to start by taking the thumb of the left hand and just massaging into the palm of the right hand. And just into the fingers and noticing how it feels. And just releasing through that right wrist. Just a little shake out through the wrist. And then the other side into the left palm. Just massage into the pads, the large pad at the bottom of the thumb. Notice how it feels. And then shake the wrist out. And then take that right hand and massage into the shoulder, into the left shoulder. And again, notice how it feels. Side of the neck. Any tightness, any gripping. And then the other side. Any knots, any friction. Hey, breathe it out, let it go. Good. And then both hands, just gently, as if you're drawing the flesh from the back to the front. Sides of the neck, easing out, giving yourself a lovely massage. And then when you return the hands back onto the legs, just gently drop the head down. And have a sense of releasing the back of the neck. Feel that the head's moving in one direction and the shoulder blades are moving in the opposite way. And then slowly breathe in to return the head back. And bring that right hand down beside you, either onto the fingertips or onto the palm. And we're going to circle this left arm, nice large circles through the left shoulder, opening up the left arm. And then the other way. Big circular movements. And then that left hand comes down, the right arm. Begin to circle the right arm. And in the other direction. One more time. And then return. Gentle twist, left hand onto right knee, right hand behind, lengthen up through the spine. From the tailbone, begin that process of turning gradually up into the neck, gazing over the shoulder. Use the out breath to deepen that twist. And slowly back into the center and the other side. Lengthen up through the spine, rooting down through the sitting bones. Soft gaze. And then returning back to the center, plant both hands down. Feel that length up through the spine, up into the crown of the head. Breath remains in the belly, so it doesn't move up as the spine extends upwards. Then come into Dandasana. Extend the legs long. Place the hands at the tops of the thighs. And just gently draw the toes towards you as you begin to wake up the hamstrings. And then point the toes away. Towards you. And then point them away. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then turn to the right side. Lengthen up through the spine. Gaze over the shoulder. And then center. And the opposite side. Rooting down through the heels. Root down through the sitting bones. And then slowly return. Plant the feet down and drape the arms over the legs so that the knees come in towards the armpits. Drop the head down. Again, the weight of the head begins to open up the back of the neck. Feel the shoulder blades separate as you breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. Okay. And then keeping the feet where they are, slowly begin to walk the hands back towards you. Come onto your sitting bones and bring your hands into prayer position. And then come up onto the heels of the feet. So there's just the heels of the feet. And you begin to engage the core here, the abdomen here. Begin to engage the abdomen. So there's just the heels of the feet and the sitting bones in contact with the ground. Inhale and then exhale into a twist. Take the hands to the side. Inhale, center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. So that's one round. Two more rounds in this way. Exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale and exhale and inhale. Good. And then release the hands onto the knees. Step the feet back towards you. Drape the arms over the legs. Breathe into the back body. And then slide the legs round. Come into Vajrasana, sitting on your heels. Place the hands on the thighs. Draw the chin in towards the chest. Return the breath down into the belly. Just notice how it feels to sit in this way. You can always place something between the thighs and the calves if you find it uncomfortable, or underneath the front of the feet. Good. And then maybe just taking the hands back behind you, lifting the collarbones. Just a gentle backward bend as you draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. So you're lifting the heart. Good. And then as you release from that, bring the hands forward and tuck the toes under. And the little toe as well. Just take the little toe out to the side. And for some of us this will be enough, but if you're taking it further, coming back, sitting back, taking the weight into the back body, feeling that sense of length through the front body. Good. Let's take one more breath together in this way. And then when you bring the hands down, just tap the toes down onto the ground. And bring the hands a little way forward, and we're just going to circle the body around the arms and the hands. So we work into the heels of the hands and the fingers. Just beginning to get some movement in the upper body. And then the other way. Now you can either continue like this, or if you're taking it further, you turn the palms towards you and you begin that circular movement. So the circles will be much smaller if the palms are facing uppermost, but you're looking to get that movement in the wrists. And the opposite way. Good. And then release the hands, send the knees nice and wide, bring the forehead down. Just relax the wrists and the hands and the elbows. Send the hips back towards the heels and take some breaths. And then we'll come into an upper body twist where we take the right arm under with the palm facing up. So the right ear is encouraged down towards the ground, and you creep the left fingers forward. So the back of the right hand is rooted down, the left elbow is lifted, the left palm planted down. Let's take one more breath together in this way. And then we'll turn that right hand back. Take the left arm under. Bring the left ear down, creep the right fingers forward. Encouraging the outside edge of that left ear to come towards the ground as the hips continue to move towards the heels. And then return that left hand, bring both hands forward and begin to drop the body down as you gaze forward between the hands. And then come up onto all fours. Bring the knees underneath the hips and take some gentle cat movements. Drop the belly, pause, exhale to round. And at the end of the exhalation, the navel coming up into the spine, drawing up, maybe up through the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha at the end of the exhale. That feels okay to do. So always listening to what feels right. Let's take one more breath together in this way. And then as you bring the hands forward, just begin that gentle forward motion where we shift the weight forward, we soften the elbows and we begin to come down and through, up into Bhujangasana. And then we give to the hands, take the hips back to the heels. And again, so we're low towards the ground, elbows come in, body comes up and forward, Bhujangasana. And then the belly takes you back and down. One more time in this way, so nice and low, elbows in, forward, up, and exhale back and down. Good, again, take the gaze forward, come up onto your fingertips, so tulip hands. Okay. And then come up onto all fours. Come up into your tabletop neutral cat, back of the neck is long, gaze is forward. And take the left leg back, tuck the left toes under, and gently encourage the left heel towards the ground. So open up the back of the knee, begin to get some sense of release in the back of that left knee. And then rooting down through this left hand, have it underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, right arm up, pause. Exhale to lower. Inhale up, tops of the thighs come together. Exhale, lower. Inhale up and exhale, lower. One more time in this way. Inhale up and exhale, lower. Back into your tabletop, take a cat movement. Inhale and exhale. Back into neutral, gaze slightly forward, weight equally through the hands. Take the right leg back, tuck the toes under. Encourage the right heel down towards the ground. Open up the back of the right knee. And then rooting down through the right hand from the belly. Inhale, bring the left arm up, pause, and exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. One more time in this way. Good. And then from here, from your neutral tabletop with the gaze forward, come down onto your forearms. And as you gaze forward, thighs nice and upright, drop the chest, begin to drop the chin. And then inhale, so we come into forearm cat. Take the gaze forward, and then exhale, round the back body, chinning toward the chest. And if the eyes were open, they would be gazing at the navel. And then release, inhale, but hopefully they're closed. Inhale forward, and exhale. So really using the forearms here, inhale, and exhale. One more round in this way. Inhale and exhale. And then as you bring the gaze forward from forearm cat, come into forearm plank. So extend one leg long, tuck the toes under, into the ball of that foot, and then the opposite leg long. And hover the body above the ground. Draw the lower ribs in towards you. Encourage the heels towards the wall behind you. Good. And then from here, with control, slowly lower the body down into Sphinx. Release the toes. Crown of the head moves up. Good. Just gently drawing on the forearms. Point the tailbone down and away. Hey. Take one more breath here. And then from here, moving into your downward dog. So come up onto your knees, walk the hands towards you. Tuck the toes under, come up into your downward dog. Head between the arms. Hey, nice long out breath out through the mouth. Cleansing breath. Inhale. Inhale. Go again. Inhale. Soften one knee, extend the opposite heel down. Soften the opposite knee, extend the opposite heel down. And just continue in this way. Yes, no with the head to release the neck. And if you're taking it further, you might choose to come into three-leg dog, where we root down through one foot, raise the opposite leg up. Lower the leg. Three-leg dog, opposite side. And lower. And then from here, drop down onto your knees. Inhale, hollow. Drop the belly down. And exhale all the way back and down. Take the hips towards the heels and the forehead comes down. And then our cat dog vinyasa. Inhale, come up. Drop the belly. Tuck the toes. Exhale into downward dog. Long out breath. Lower belly comes in up towards the spine. Give to the hands. Drop down onto the knees. Inhale, hollow. And exhale back and down. So into the hollow of the cat as you drop the belly. Tuck the toes. Into your downward dog. Drop down onto the knees. Pause. And back and down. Let's go again in this way. Inhale, hollow. And pause. Exhale, tuck the toes into downward dog. And then from your downward dog, walk the feet up towards the hands, or bring one foot up and then the opposite foot up, and just hang out in your standing forward bend in Uttanasana maybe holding the elbows. Hey, and just let the weight of the head drop down. Be moving a little way to one side and then the other side. Keep breathing. Hey. If you're working more strong, you might choose to interlace the hands at the bottom of the back and to raise the arms up, shoulder blades coming in towards the spine. Good. And then drop the hands down and slowly soften the knees and roll up. Keep the gaze forward as you roll up to stand. And then take a nice stride on your mat. And have the feet not too far apart, a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Bring the arms up, take the elbows out to the side and just begin to move from side to side. Bring one shoulder blade in towards the spine and then the opposite shoulder blade comes in. And if you work into the elbows, you'll find that you'll get a little bit more depth there of movement. And then from here into Chakrasana, and this is where we lower the arms and we take them from side to side. And to take that a little bit deeper, we lift the heel of one foot as we take the arms in the opposite direction. Breathing out. And the abdominal organs get a lovely massage here. Good. And then gently return back into the center and open up the side of the body. Hold the right wrist with the left hand. Encourage the arm up and over. Again, use the elbow, raising the elbow, and then center, and then the other side. Notice any gripping with the toes here. Keep the toes nice and relaxed. And then center, and then release the arms back down beside you. And we're going to work up into chair pose. But we'll start with a standing cat. So the feet are nice and wide. The hands come onto the thighs with the fingers pointing inwards. And we inhale and we lift the collarbones. And then we exhale. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Draw the lower belly in and up, maybe a Mula Bandha. Release the bandha, release the belly. Inhale. And we begin to wake the thighs up. Exhale. And inhale. Let's take one more round in this way. Exhale. Navel up towards the spine. Draw up through the pelvic floor. Release that. And inhale. And then come back to stand. Stand nice and tall in mountain posture. Notice any gripping in the muscles. Allow everything to soften. And then chair pose, Uttanasana, is where the feet come together. And we inhale, bring the arms up towards the head, and the knees come forward. Again, the hips drop back towards the heels into chair pose. Breath moves in and out of the belly. And then from here into airplane arms, where we drop the arms and the palms as if they were on a unit, so that the little fingers come down Palms are flat, as if they were on some kind of like sideboard. And then you release the hands back to the heart, handstand. Good. And then we'll work with our vinyasa, our standing sequence. So 3 rounds in our standing sequence. And then we're going to lunge, move into high kneeling warrior 1, and then finish in that chair pose in Utkatasana. So start with the hands by the heart, drop the head gently from the ground upwards. Tune into the stillness around you. Breath in the belly. When the in-breath arrives, we raise the arms up. Exhale, palms together, forward bend. Inhale halfway. Flat back, looking forward, out through the mouth. Soft knees. Inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up. And exhale. Hands return to the heart. 2 more rounds in this way. Think about the pauses between the breaths. Breathing out. And then we'll repeat that and lunge the left leg back. So we inhale, forward bend, emptying out. Inhale halfway, breathe out through the mouth. Slowly allow that left leg to emerge back, find the ground, drop the buttocks, looking forward, lift and open the chest. And then release the left toes, drop the left knee down, rise up onto the right knee. Inhale, raise the arms up. High kneeling warrior 1. The back toes can be tucked under if you find that more stable. From here, lower the arms down. Step the feet together, so raise the back knee. Bring the back foot to meet the front foot, so the feet are together, preparing for chair pose. Squeeze the knees together, feet together. Airplane arms. Draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. And then deep inhale, come up. And return the hands to the heart, where the out breath and the in breath meet. Take some resting breaths. And then the right side. When the in-breath appears, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. The feet can be a little bit separate. That's more comfortable. Halfway, out through the mouth. Slowly extend the right leg back, looking forward. Collarbones nice and wide here. Drop the back knee. Either keep the toes tucked under or release the toes. Rise up onto the left knee. Drop the tailbone down to create some length through the spine. Raise the arms up. So if you're holding a beach ball, soft forward gaze. Use the front foot. Let's take one more breath together here. And then lower the arms down. Tuck the back toes under, that little bit of motion. Step the back foot to meet the front foot. Bring the feet together. Inhale, chair pose. And then from here, airplane arms. Draw the shoulder blades in. Little fingers pointing downwards. Good. And then inhale, come up. Return the hands to the heart. Drop the head towards the hands. Feel all of that vitality beginning to move around the body. And then take a nice wide stance on your mat. Turn the feet outwards. And we'll just take a little horse posture. So the hands on the thighs begin to soften into that. Drop the tailbone down. Raise the arms up as if you're holding two invisible oranges. And again, drop into the back of the body. Good. Use the outside edges of the feet as well as rooting down through the big toe joints. And then bring the hands down onto the legs. And we're going to turn to look over the left shoulder. So we extend through the right side of the body. Look over the left shoulder and then center over the right shoulder. And then when you return, point the feet forward and just come into a gentle forward bend. The knees can be soft if they need to be. You can widen that stance if you choose to. And then as you creep the fingers forward, heel toe the feet together. Come down into a squat. And if you're comfortable in your squat, bring your palms together. Separate the knees with the elbows. The gaze is just slightly down and forward here. And then from here, come into child pose. So drop the hands down. To finish the physical part of the practice, if the head doesn't come all the way down, then place a block underneath the head. So you're bringing the ground upwards to meet the head. And then slowly come up and prepare for your pranayama practice. So have your blankets, your shawls, anything you need. Nice upright spine. Sit comfortably in a way that feels right. Sukhasana, easy pose with the heels in line. Or you can bring the heel in if the knees allow. Always be comfortable. Bring the hands onto the knees and have the palms facing uppermost with the thumb and the index finger gently touching Jin Mudra. All that lovely energy retains inside the body with the Jin Mudra. And we're going to begin our pranayama practice with a count of inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. And again, we're coming from the belly upwards to the collarbones, and from the collarbones, flushing the breath down out through the body. Modify if you need to. So from the belly, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause. As you continue to breathe in this way, you may choose to include the Ujjayi control of the throat. Shoulders relaxed, face relaxed, spine nice and upright. Slow count. Maybe a sense of lengthening the pauses in between the breaths. Only ever breathing in for 70% of your capacity, so there's no strain in the breath. Breath floating up the body as you breathe in, and flushing back down through the body into the belly as you breathe out. Let's take one more round together in this way. When you've completed your out breath, return to your natural breath. And then we'll work with alternate nostril breath. And we're inhaling for 5 and taking one long, releasing out breath. So the right hand comes up, thumb over the nostril, right nostril, ring finger over the left nostril, middle finger, index finger at the brow or into the palm of the hand. Close the right nostril, breathing up through the left. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, close the left nostril. When you need to breathe out, open the right, long out breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause the breath in, closing both nostrils. And when the out breath arrives, open the left nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. So it's one round. 2 more rounds in this way. Again, the Ujjayi control of the throat, if it feels right to do so. The gaze is inwards. When you've completed your final round, release the arms down, pause there. And slowly lower yourself down onto your mat for your relaxation. Allow the feet to flop out to the sides. The arms a little away from the body with the palms facing uppermost. Take some time to drop into the back body. There's a sense of surrendering here. There's a sense of effortless rest. And the breath moves into the belly and out from the belly. Begin to lengthen the out breath with that sense of release. And as you breathe out, relax and release the feet and the toes. Breathe out, relax and release the ankles, the calves, breathe out, relax and release the knees, thighs, relax the hips, and allow all of the abdominal organs to relax and release. As you breathe out, relax and release the shoulders, elbows, wrists. Relax the fingers in turn. And relax the thumbs. Relax the throat, the jaw, relax the sides of the mouth, relax the sides of the eyes, relax the eyebrows. So that everything inside the four corners of this mat is relaxed. And finishing with a few kind words. May I be healthy. May I be strong. And may I know courage. May I be peaceful and calm. And may I be happy. And may all beings be happy. And then begin to reawaken the physical body. Circle the ankles, wrists. Excuse me. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Coming over onto your side. Take some breaths on your side. And then slowly coming up to sit. Okay. And then bring the hands to the heart. Drop the head towards the hands. Namaste.